Hi guys, Torn Bill McGrath here. One of my favorite blades to carry for short day hikes in the woods in the summer is a short machete like this one. This is a cold steel, I believe it's called Black Bear machete. It has a thin stock of 2.8 millimeters. So it is an actual machete, not a Bowie knife. It's kind of a Bowie shaped machete. And this is good for just, chopping through or cutting vines that come across the trail that I don't want to touch with. They get ticks on them at weird diseases, or just keep the trail open for other people. These are handy. So I want to show you a short pattern using these short machete that I'll be teaching at my next Learning Through Comparison Zoom class. So when I do this warm-up drill, because it's a warm-up, I want to use a safe trainer like this Volt-based training Bowie knife trainer. And the reason for that is, guys, even after 48 years of experience in Pekiti-Tirsia, I still make mistakes. I like to start off with a safe trainer like this before I go to live blades. So your warm up, I really encourage you to get a safe trainer of polymer or wood, and don't start your day, with a live blade. So here's a pattern I'm going to be showing as a warm-up drill for my next Learning Through Comparisons class. The section will be on the machete. And you're trying to overcome the disadvantage of a short blade and trying to use its strengths. Disadvantage, it has less reach than a longer blade, but the strength is easier to control. So that, on a big blade, if you're going through the woods, clearing brush, you're really trying to be aware of where that cutting edge is so you don't walk into your leg. However, the short blade, you can control that pretty much just in your wrist. You can do everything far away from you and have good control over the blade. So we're going to use that for this set. So this will be very easy material for anyone who does Philippine martial arts. All it is a forehand and backhand. You notice I'm chambering off the left hand, pushing my wrist. The Turkish people call this double force. And I'm trying to keep the blade in my visual field as much as possible, which is easy to do with a blade of this length. Uppercuts are 3 and 4 in here, making a figure 8. Notice I'm not really extending high into the air. I'm keeping the blade about head height, no higher than that, because I want this between myself and the opponent as much as possible. I'm not sitting here twirling just with my wrist, which means my hand is a sitting duck. It's actually, traveling in distance on that figure 8. And there's some, on the apex, I'm at the farthest distance, but as I come back, my hand is getting outside range. 5 and 6 are horizontals. 7 is going to be 2 verticals, but it's coming, if I use a camera as the opponent, diagonally across the body. It's cutting vertically, you can see here. But I'm going diagonally, aiming from my right shoulder to the opponent's right shoulder, so that if he comes in a forehand cut, I'm more likely to catch his attacking hand with the weapon and disable that. So that's your basic pattern. I'll do it this way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 number 7s. And you can do 7 advancing or retreating. Now, another way you can overcome the reach advantage of an opponent with a longer weapon is to extend your rear heel. If I have my arm out here, and notice I'm not it's completely full extension, I'm not locking my elbow back. I have a little bend here for safety of the elbow joint. But if I take my rear heel and simply twist it forward, I gain about 6 inches of extra reach, which is significant on a blade of 1 foot in length. So I'm on the forehand, or the odd numbers, I'm using that hip twist and then recover. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then your 2 7s, you're either retreating offline or you're advancing depending on your needs. Another way to practice this is with shuffle steps. So I'm simply going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll turn around here. 5, 6, and 2 7s. So a very short, easy warm-up drill for short 12-inch machetes. The reason I'm giving this to you is if you're considering coming to my Learning Through Comparisons class, we have 4 instructors. My section is on the Bowie knife. Pardon me. My section is on the machete. And if everyone can get this pattern, at least familiar with it, with the Safe Trainer, then when we go into class, we can start learning combinations and counters and recounters. So, hope to see you then. Take care. Train hard, but train smart.